How's it going, everyone? College Lefty, and in this video I'm going to be unlocking the 96 overall future star JASSON Dominguez card, so let's go ahead and get into it. I have earned 25 wins in order to unlock this card, and I've even paralleled him up a tier. So I purchased him off the market before unlocking him, so that way I could do that. I was using the 86 overall version previously, so we will have some clips with that card in the lineup, uploading these clips a little bit out of order. Figured I'd take you through an interesting situation here to start off the video. A play that I thought Robert Poisson would actually lock onto the baseball. Probably should have got behind it, took a better route on that critical play. I'm not quite sure why the game registered that as a critical play, but it did, and I took a bad route. It's going to cost us 2 runs. I definitely could have done something differently, with my user input in order to still catch the baseball. But it is what it is, right? Who knows if he would have just ran right by it regardless. Who knows if I was supposed to catch that with the right fielder. I'm not necessarily sure, but we're down 4 runs with the last 3 outs remaining. And I've been able to make comebacks like this in this event a couple times. But we have to get something going. We're able to knock a inside the park home run pop-up with Robert Poisson. So he kind of makes up for it a little bit. Leading off this inning with the home run. Now we have Eddie Murray, the 88 overall. I really want to get the 99 overall, but his price is a little bit too high for me at the moment. We're running around the bases with 38 speed. This one, not the best swing, but I'll certainly take it. You smack it into the gap at this field, you are going to get rewarded. But that's just part of playing at Polo Grounds in this stadium locked event. But here we have Mickey Mantle going deep, perfect on a cutter inside. That's going to make it a 1-run ball game, bringing up the heart of the lineup. We have Chipper Jones up, and he taps one, and that should be a ball game right there if one of his fielders, pitcher or second baseman, decides to cover first base. But we are ended up ripping a perfect right past his first baseman once again. So kind of a weird, interesting way to wrap up this event game. I mean, the previous game I was able to come back was also very strange. I felt like I was gifted, a couple base hits, some late base hits, but also getting the pitcher's confidence down may have something to do with that, right? Hitting 2 home runs, extending the inning with 2 outs. We have an opportunity to walk the game off right here with Ronnie Mauricio, and I swung a little bit late on that slider. It was below the zone, so that's how you want to try and hit that pitch. It was just slightly just too late. He was able to make the play in the gap. In extra innings, though, bottom of the 4th inning, Eddie Murray, the 88 overall base round from one of these space packs, is ending the ball game. And that card has a great swing. I think I'm going to replace David Ortiz with him, at least try him out over there at first base. Here we have Mickey Mantle, a low line drive. This one, 298 feet, 104 exit velocity on an early swing, just an absolute missile. And then Eduardo Escobar actually blasts one out of the stadium. I don't think this ball is ever going to land, or I don't think it ever did land. But here we have Mickey Mantle. Once again, he's the MVP of this event game. Going with the contact swing. We have a guy up at the plate, an 0-2 count in extra innings in a situation where I'm not hitting that well in this game. We hit the circle swing, guy with 70 contact and a pretty good exit velocity there, pretty good power attribute. They are going to patch the contact swing, but I feel like if I was to make that swing after the patch, then it would still at least be a base hit. That one should be at least a bloop over the shortstop's head with that PCI placement, with that swing timing. I don't necessarily know. In this next one, we have Ronnie Mauricio ripping one into the gap. This should be able to clear the bases. 28 speed. Jorge Posada, I'm working towards the parallel 5 version of that card. Figured out hold off Mauricio at third. Up at the plate here, we have 86 overall JASSON Dominguez. And after I hit this home run with him, I figured I would pick up the 96 overall version. Obviously, once I had the 96 in the first portion of this video, I uploaded them a little bit out of order. I wouldn't use the 86 after just buying the 96 for about 85,000 stubs. I did it a little bit differently, right? I hit that home run with JASSON Dominguez in that last game. Immediately picked the card up off the market afterward. I've been using that 86 a little bit here and there. I figured I might as well just earn the parallel XP towards the 96. If I overpay a little bit for 85,000, right? I was talking about during the live stream, his price might get low enough, around 60K even. It might be even lower than that. I don't necessarily know. I think the card's worth a lot more than that as he hits an inside the park home run. This is the parallel tier 1 version of 97 overall JASSON Dominguez. Definitely a solid card. I'm going to be using that card in center field. I need one more tier in order to get that diamond badge. And I think he's going to be better than Byron Buxton in the long run. But definitely a solid event all around. The only thing about this field right here is notice these fans, everybody's wearing a white shirt, and especially this group of people right where Greg Maddux is throwing the ball. I don't know, but we had a home run. Perfect with Jorge Posada. It must have been wear a white shirt at Polo Grounds today because everybody in the stands had a white shirt on, it seemed. But in this next one, we're going to end up with a flying saucer home run from Robert Poisson. Jake Diekman just throws a hanger right down the middle. That's a slider. Sometimes if you have bad feedback with this card because his control is so low, he will get smacked. But he does have great hits in K per 9 at like 125 and 100 with a pretty good pitch mix. I like the sinker slider fastball combination. I feel like that's really all you need sometimes. In this next game here, we're starting it off in the first inning facing James Karinchak. And we're going the other way with this. A 12-6 curveball, up and away. Chipper Jones blasts it into the abyss for an inside the park home run. I'm really close to parallel 5 Chipper, and this event's certainly going to help. But when I'm hitting this pitch up and away, when I'm hitting the pitch low and away on the outside half of the plate, and I'm able to react to that pitch, then I usually feel a lot better at the plate. I'm feeling more relaxed. I'm able to hit pitches up in the zone. I'm able to hit the inside pitches and react to the outside pitches. That's when I'm at my best in this game. And I felt like, at times I was inconsistent. At times I was playing a little bit better, than others. But with that said, this is also a lot of luck involved. I mean, we're playing at Polo Grounds. There's a lot of randomness that can take place. I've hit perfect double plays that I thought were home runs. I've hit balls into the gap that were tracked down by slower fielders. But, sometimes you are going to get rewarded with weird swings. Here's an early slider on the outside corner. We kind of hit it off the end, and it goes out. A 300-foot homer. But I also give him up. An absolute moonshot from Robert Poisson. The few games I've lost in this event, only scored 1 run or 0 runs. And that last one ended up losing 3-1. We're only a few wins away from unlocking this 96 overall JASSON Dominguez card. I ripped a home run right here into the gap, but the clip kind of glitched out a little bit. That was a solid, perfect shot. And I started off a little slow with this card. Batting only 250 with them. I was hitting better with the 86, to be honest with you. But I felt like I was just a little too patient. I struck out looking a couple times on pitches up and in. Some people were throwing some pretty good pitches against me in this event. Some dots on the corners, sinkers up and in. Sometimes that pitch can always be tough to read. But here we're facing Ethan Small. Haven't really faced this card too much. This is a prospect lefty throwing pretty slow. 75-mile-per-hour changeup. We hit it up the middle with Chipper. Now we're facing Devin Williams, who I think might be the best reliever to go to in this event, alongside Jake Diekman. I think those two guys are the 2 best pitchers that you can use in this Polo Grounds event. But anybody can get something going. I mean, 38 speeds ripping an inside the park home run. You hit the ball into the gap, you pull the baseball with early timing, you hit it with just late, you're going to get rewarded. Here we get on the later side of good, Chipper Jones smacking a 2-run shot to end the video, working on paralleling that card up to the Superfractor Tier 5, Parallel 5 version of Chipper Jones. I think that card's going to be very good. I already like him at Parallel 4, but that's going to do it for this video. Hopefully you all enjoyed. I'm College Lefty, and peace out.